Well, it's been 1 month since the historic Brexit vote in which voters in the UK decided to leave the European Union. In this morning's U.S. Bank Economic 360, U.S. Bank Vice President and Senior Portfolio Manager Mike Denneman joins us to talk about what's happened over the last 30 days and what to expect going forward. He is with Business Watch producer Kelly Leon in the studio. Mike and Kelly.
Thanks, Peg. Mike, hard to believe, 4 weeks since the Brexit.
Right. Time flies.
Yeah, so bring us up to speed.
Sure. So just to recap a little bit, as Peg said, they had the referendum in late June. They were deciding whether or not to remain in the European Union, and the general consensus was that they would decide to remain. Mm-hmm. Well, as we know now, the surprise outcome was that they voted to leave. So the initial reaction was quite negative. So worldwide, stocks, bonds, currencies, a lot of volatility. So clearly everyone recognizes that this has the ability to influence the global markets. So yes, a full month has gone by, but the initial reaction was one that was very negative.
So yeah, I mean it was crazy for those first couple of days there. So where does that leave us today?
Sure. So maybe that's the silver lining. As you mentioned, we weren't immune here in the U.S.
Right.
The Dow lost 1,000 points in 2 days. But the good news is that July was a very good month for the U.S. markets. We recovered all of that and then some. In fact, the markets are higher now than they were before the Brexit vote. So the question becomes, which of those two reactions is more accurate? Is that initial panic reaction, is that more accurate? Should we be really concerned about Brexit? Or is that recovery more accurate? And this is something we can just kind of shrug off and move on with. At this point, it's really too soon to tell.
So can you, Jamie always asks you to get out your crystal ball.
Right.
I'm going to ask you this time, what do you think we can expect? What's your best guess?
Well, so here's the thing. It's really very too soon to tell. And when I say that, it's not a cliche. Even though the vote has happened and it's been a month, and there's been some initial discussions in Europe between different leaders and heads of state, including the new British Prime Minister. The vote caused a change of leadership in the UK. But despite those initial discussions, before anything can happen, Britain needs to invoke some legalities, and they have not done that yet. In fact, they're indicating that it'll probably be year-end before they put things in motion. But even once they do, it's a 2-year process to get everything wrapped up. So think about, trade agreements, treaties, all of the complexities there. So once we get the ball rolling, which might be another 4 or 5 months, we still have another 24 months before things actually get wrapped up. So, what does that mean for Britain? What does that mean for Europe? What does that mean for the U.S.? We just don't know. Obviously, it's a good thing that the market stopped its free fall, that it rebounded, but it's way too soon to declare the coast is clear.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll be watching it.
Tell Jamie I'll bring that crystal ball next time.
You bring that and we'll keep watching the Brexit. Thanks for being here, Mike.